and start to see, get people in the, who are watching. And also I want to make sure that, that all of the electronics work, which is always usually something that is a little lagging. And tonight's probably one of those nights. So listen, I have to tell you, I just got back from the largest jewelry show in this country, and it was so full of great trends, so full of amazing, amazing jewelry. If you've been watching me, if you've been following me on Facebook, you have seen some of these incredible trends. And one of the trends is this use of big, bold, gorgeous color. And we have some of those pieces in this evening's show. We have a piece that we're going to start off the show with, but right now I'm going to show you some of these. So I think everything is working, so let me start the show. Anyway, Luke says hello, and I'm going to tell you how you can chat with Luke and I if you'd like. So as I said, the show is Michael O'Connor for Carroll's Jewelers. And in case you don't know who Carroll's Jewelers is, as I've said before, you're not watching me enough, because then you would know. But let me tell you, Carroll's Jewelers is one of Florida's most trusted jewelers. And the reason for this is that Carroll's Jewelers has had a history of almost a century. That's right. Fourth generation family business that has been around for almost a century. And they have cultivated this beautiful, beautiful positioning of trust, this beautiful reputation of honesty, integrity. And that's the kind of jeweler who you want to work with. As a matter of fact, they have been in their same location, which is downtown Fort Lauderdale on Las Olas Boulevard, which is the main street of Fort Lauderdale, for almost 60 years, or just over 60 years. I'm sure Luke will correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, let me tell you a little bit about this platform. Before I do, I have to tell you that I'm compensated. I have to tell you that every single week. And then let me tell you about how this platform works. Luke is laughing. So anyway, let me tell you about this platform, how this platform is working. Now, if you are watching me on my Facebook page, any of the posts that I put on my Facebook page, I put a little link in the bottom. I would encourage you to go to that link. Luke says over 60 years, 65 years they have been in the same location on Las Olas. Okay, so that is nothing to sneeze at. That tells you what kind of a reputation that Carroll's Jewelers has. So if you are watching me on, hello Leslie, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. So let me tell you about this platform. If you're watching me on my Facebook, in any of the posts, I actually put a little link. That link will bring you to this platform. And I'm going to tell you that it would be great for you to come to this platform because like Leslie, like Luke, you can actually interact with me live. You can ask me questions. You can do so many things. And let me tell you how to do that. Now, if you are watching me on my Facebook, which is Michael O'Connor Style, and you don't want to come to this platform, okay, understood, I get it. Sometimes people don't like to click links and things. I will see your comments, but I will not see them until after. Thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. I truly appreciate it. So I will answer your questions after. However, I won't see them during the show, so I won't be able to respond to them. So I hope that you come to this platform. If you are watching me on Instagram, there is a number over my head. And if you click that and if you take that number and you put it into the chat box, then what will happen is that Instagram will DM or direct message you a link and you'll be able to see everything in the show. If you are watching me on this platform or if you were on my Facebook page and you decided to click that link, you will come to this platform and you will see not only my face and not only some beautiful jewelry coming up, but you will see a number of icons down this side. That top icon is a heart. And if you press the heart, what that means is I will know that you really like something I'm either showing you, something I'm saying, and maybe I can be able to spend a little bit of extra time on it, whatever. So hit that heart button if you like something I'm saying or if you like a piece that I'm showing. The next down is a shop button. That shop button is the most useful tool that you will have today. Well, maybe not today, but it's probably the most useful tool that you will have during this show. As a matter of fact, I can guarantee you it's the most useful tool that you will have during this show. That shop button allows you to see everything. You don't have time, you don't have the full hour to wait for me? Great. Hit the shop button. Everything will come up. You'll be able to see everything that's in the show and shop at your leisure. If you join me late in the show, and I'll have to repeat this later because, of course, if you are here, you're not joining me late in the show. So if you do join me late in the show, or you want to go back if I've passed something, then you can hit that shop button. And again, everything will come up. And Luke says, Brian says, love watching. Thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate that. And peace and love to you too. And so if I've gone too fast or I've gone past something, hit that shop button. You'll be able to go back. You'll be able to see everything that's in the show. The next down is what I call the best friends button. That is those three little dots. Those three little dots, what they mean is that they will allow you to share this on your Facebook, on your Instagram, or whatever, on your social media. And I've always said this, you've heard this before, is that if you are watching and you share this, that means your friends will see it. If your friends see it and they get a beautiful deal or an amazing price on something, then they will love not only Carroll's Jewelers, but they'll love you even more. So hit those three dots and share this onto your social media. We would really love for you to do that. And finally, there is a dialog box on the bottom. That dialog box means that we will be able to interact. So just like Lucy, sorry about that. Just like Leslie, just like Luke. I was trying to combine them, like Bennifer, Luke, and Leslie, Lucy. So just like Luke, just like Leslie, just like Brian, what will happen is that you will be able to literally chat with me. You'll put your name in, tell me where you're watching me from, because there are people watching from all over the country, and then we can have an actual conversation, and that would be really great. And again, thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. So I'm going to start the show, and as I said, I just got back from the JCK show, which is the most fabulous jewelry show in Las Vegas. And if you followed me on my Instagram or on my Facebook, Michael O'Connor Style, you actually saw some of the amazing pieces, and you saw pieces with big, bold color. Now, this is not the first piece in the show, so I'm going to put this down so that you don't get confused. But I might let you have one last little peek at that gorgeous, gorgeous piece. So let's talk about the first item in the show. As I said, big, bold, beautiful color was everywhere, and larger stones. Here you have the most gorgeous pair of earrings. Now, what you're looking at here, I'm going to cover this because the camera wants to focus in on my face. So, thank you, Luke. Luke just saved me because he put this piece up. I appreciate that. So, Luke produces the show. He's not only the proprietor, he is a talented producer. So anyway, this piece here is a trillion cut lemon quartz. It has a halo of beautiful stones around it. And these are that gorgeous, gorgeous lemon quartz color. If you are not familiar with lemon quartz is a rarer color of the quartz family. What that means is that quartz is a 7 on the Mohs hardness scale. So these are durable. These will be able to be significantly worn every day if you'd like. What you will notice about this particular lemon quartz is that it actually has, I'm going to try to see if I can get a really good shot. You see those little reflection pieces? That is from the checkerboard cut. So these have been cut not only on the back, but they have a checkerboard on the front, a checkerboard pattern of facets on the front. And what that means to you is as I move like this, that you will get that extra little bit of reflection, extra little bit of refraction. This is truly a beautiful, beautiful idea. Of course, the halo means that you are the center of my universe. So if you're giving this to somebody and you're looking for something significant, that is what that means, is you're telling them that you are the center of my universe. Around the outside, these are cubic zirconia. Now, the center stone is a genuine lemon quartz. And as I said, it is a rare color of quartz. A lot of times people will use this in place of citrine. They'll use it in place of yellow sapphire because you do have that gorgeous color. When you buy colored gemstones, one of the most important things is that the color truly is saturated. And I think that you can see these are truly that gorgeous golden color. They are that color of sunshine, that color that is just incredibly warm, incredibly beautiful. I will tell you that whether you have blue eyes, brown eyes, whether you have blonde hair or brown hair, these will really stand out. These are also not small in dimension. I'm going to try to do this. I should have done this earlier. So this is like 1/2 inch, obviously by 1/2 inch. So you have a significant size to these. These are done with a butterfly and post closure. And what that means is these will be very simple to get in and off of your ear. And I do want to show you that the post is actually at the top of one of the points. So what that means is that these will always sit this way in your ear. Look at the sparkle. I absolutely love these. I love the size. As I said, in the Las Vegas show, at the JCK show, this big, bold use of color was everywhere. All of the designers were using it, and this is incredible. Now, this pair of earrings retails in the store for $380. Now, big, bold, beautiful pair of earrings, gorgeous lemon quartz, cubic zirconia around the outside. These are done in sterling silver. These are normally in the store $380, but tonight you're going to take $80 off, and these are $300. This pair of earrings, I am going to tell you, if you love big, bold color, if you love larger earrings, this looks like a pair of earrings that is significantly more than $300. A beautiful pair of earrings. I also want to show you the side so you can see the gallery work. Let me get my face out of there for you. A little bit of gallery work. And again, turn it around and you have that gorgeous color of sunshine that is augmented by that beautiful checkerboard pattern, and also the gorgeous, beautiful cubic zirconia on the outside. So you're getting that great play of light between the yellow, that rich golden lemon yellow color, and the cubic zirconia that's giving you that sparkle. You know, cubic zirconia, just so that you know, or they call them CZ in the business, is a diamond simulant. They have a beautiful refractive index. They've got gorgeous, gorgeous reflections. So these are truly going to be a pair of earrings that I think you're going to find places to wear. Also, now that we're into the warmer climates, the warmer time of the year, I think that this lemon yellow is just such a great, great color for people to wear. Oftentimes you'll see yellow incorporated into the patterns of things. So it will be a beautiful, beautiful pair of earrings for you to own. $300. And what I will tell you to do is you can actually click on the icon over my head. It will take you to the website and you can find more out about it. If you decide that you want these earrings, and let's say $300 is a little bit of a considered purchase for you, thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. If that is still a little bit of a considered purchase, when you put this into your shopping cart, you can go into your shopping cart and you will be given what they call an affirm option. It's a company that will allow you to spread this out over time. So you don't have to make the commitment all at once. It's not $300 and bam, you know, you've got to pay it. You could actually select the affirm option and you can pay these over time. Beautiful pair of earrings. Again, very easily done with a post and butterfly back. Really incredible. You are getting $80 off the original price of $380. So that is that's over 20%, 21%. That brings these down to $300. Phenomenal pair of earrings for $300, and I hope that you'll take the opportunity and click on them and find out more about them, or literally hit that shop button and just pick up these earrings. These are truly incredible, and I just look at that. I just really do love this, and they're unusual. They're not that earring that you see people coming, that you see yourself coming and going, and there's a little bit more unusual nature of these because of the gemstone, that beautiful lemon quartz, also because of the shape. which is going to be very, very flattering. So remember to think about these. These are incredible and a beautiful pair of earrings. I'm going to put these down and we're going to move on to the next item in the show. Oh gosh. Now I don't know what I've done. So hold on one second. No. Oh, there we go. Learn something new every day. Every time you use a platform, sometimes when they change it, it's like your iPhone. Like when they update it, it's like all of a sudden everything is new. So anyway, I apologize. I don't know what we were all looking at, but but anyway, you weren't looking at me and you weren't looking at jewelry. Anyway, so let's move on to the next item. Now let's see if I can do this. Oh, here we go. The next item is an amazing nail wrap ring. This is incredible. I've got to get my face out of here so you can really see the sparkle on these diamonds. This is done, let me put this on my finger. This is done in 14 karat yellow gold. You have 20 points of diamonds. You have this beautiful nail head here, and then it wraps around the finger. I'll show you that little bit of a tour here. It wraps around the finger. You've got a row of diamonds here, 20 points of diamonds, and then it comes down to the nail point right there. This is so that very, very high-end designer look. You do know that there is a very high-end Fifth Avenue retailer that does these kind of gorgeous nail pieces. Here you have that and you don't have the designer price. Although this is gold, these are diamonds. So the normal price here is $2,850. Tonight you're going to take 20% off. So that's $565. The price comes down to $2,285. Now this is a size 6.5. If you wanted to get this in another size, I would encourage you to call the store. The number is 954-463-3711. I am sure that Luke will put that into the chat box, but it could be, we can get this in pretty much any size for you, or what we can do is we'll be able to size this. Now, truth be told, because it is kind of that wrap, you could probably get away with stretching it a little, but I really wouldn't do that so much. What I would encourage you to do is call them at the store, as I said, 954-463-3711, and speak to them about getting it into your size. It is 14 karat gold. What that means is that there is 58.5% pure gold in here. The rest are alloys that give it strength, that give it durability, that give it that gorgeous, gorgeous color. It does have that high-end designer color. I just want you to see the diamonds sparkling for a little bit. As I said, 20 points of diamonds. These are natural diamonds here. These are not lab-grown diamonds. There you are getting a little bit of sparkle from those diamonds. It's just one of those great little pieces. I actually think it's a great pinky ring. I think it would be really, really very elegant. When I was at the jewelry show, I will tell you that I did see somebody who said who actually was wearing this nail style as a wedding band. So it would be interesting if you're saying, I really don't want to go for that like normal wedding band style. I want something that's going to be a little bit unusual, perhaps unique to your relationship. Perhaps you're a little bit more modern. You're a little bit more edgy. This nail idea might be a beautiful reminder of your actual wedding. So you could wear this as a wedding piece. $2,285 gets this home. Remember, you're taking 20% off of the original price, so you're getting a saving of $565 with this. I'm going to put this down, but I want you to see this is truly a beautiful piece. See the sparkle of those natural diamonds here. I want you to see the detail in the nail. And also, I'm going to take it off again and really let you see all of the beautiful work as I turn this and you see how this is constructed. Very nicely done. There's your row of diamonds. There is your nail point. There is your nail head. I think it's just a great fashion piece. It's a great fashion piece. I think it would be a good alternative wedding band. Certainly if you wanted to stack this with an engagement ring, you could actually put your engagement ring with the stone right here or the stone right here. It would work perfectly. 14 karat yellow gold. This is truly a beautiful, fine piece. And it has 20 points of diamonds. Again, 6.5, but if that's not your size, simply call them at the store. That's not really a problem. 954-463-3711, and they will be able to help you get it in any size that you want. So let's move on to the next item, and that is a gorgeous pendant. Now, I wanted to tell you also that one of the things that I saw at the show was a use of two-tone. We're using a lot of, I think it's because of the price of gold these days. The price of gold is so high, so a lot of people are starting to mix gold with other metals. In this case, it's mixed. This is sterling silver. I'm actually showing you two. This is coming up later on in the show, but I did want to show you this. This is actually an estate David Yurman piece, but this is the piece that we're going to talk about now. This piece is very, very heavy. It's got a very nice story to it. I am going to take this. This is like a lock, if you see that really beautiful style. This could be great for a man, could be great for a woman, but I'm going to put this down, and we are going to concentrate on this piece right here. What you're looking at here is sterling silver with this beautiful door knocker style, or this almost like a leaf shape, if you like. This is normally in the store $160, but this evening you're going to take 22% off. That's $35, which brings it down to $125. So I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour of this one. This has got a nice weight to it, by the way. It is very elegant. And what I love is that if you are somebody who primarily wears yellow, for example, or if you're another person who wears primarily white metals, this gives you that opportunity to actually mix your metals and bring the other metals in, other metal color. So for example, if you're primarily a yellow gold person, you have the yellow gold, but now you have the ability to flex in some white pieces, some beautiful silver pieces. This is all sterling silver. By the way, this is generally coated, it's generously coated and generally coated in 14 karat gold. This is a beautiful piece. I'm going to turn it to the back so you see it is a nice solid piece. Now it's not 100% solid. This would be extremely, extremely heavy if it was totally, totally solid, but it has a nice finished back and it has some beautiful weight to it. Now it is on a 20-inch chain. Very beautiful chain. It is on a 20-inch chain with a little bit of like a vanity identification mark right here for the designer, but it is 20 inches, or it allows you to wear it at 19 inches, or it allows you to wear it at 18 inches. So you actually have some play. It is done with a lobster claw clasp, which is a nice size lobster claw clasp, which makes it very easy for you to take this and get it on and off. And as I said, what these spacers do is that they will allow you to wear this on the lower, on shorter lengths. So therefore you just put it on there, or you could clasp the lobster claw clasp onto this one. You could clasp the lobster claw clasp onto that one. So you have a lot of option. The chain is 20 inches, so it does give you a little bit of play. Very elegant chain. As I said, this beautiful, kind of like a door knocker style, or also even like a modified heart. If you are somebody who says that you would like heart, but you don't want that classic heart shape, this has a beautiful, it has the heart silhouette, but still not really so heart-like. So this could be your little secret message to somebody, your I love you message. Sterling silver, plated in 14 karat gold right here. That two-tone piece is going to allow you to have a tremendous amount of play, a tremendous amount of fashionability, because you're going to be able to wear it with all the different colored metals. This is $125. Remember, you do have the ability, if you want, so if you put this into your shopping cart, hit that shop button, put it into your shopping cart, and then once you're in your shopping cart, what you can do is you will look at the affirm option. So you have to kind of like go to check out in order to do that. So you have to kind of get pretty far. So if you don't see it right away, don't worry. Go through the checkout process, and then it will give you the ability to check it out, and it will spread it out over time. So $125, originally in the store $160. This is a beautiful piece, very highly fashionable. As I said, those metal mixes are something that I saw a tremendous amount at the JCK show. So if you are somebody who really loves the idea of having these what I call pivotal pieces, or pieces that allow you to go with more white metals or more yellow metals in your wardrobe, you could absolutely do so. Also, with that flexibility of being able to put this at any different length here. Now, just one quick thing on that. When you have any kind of a button shirt or a button blouse, what that means is that each time you get it put on a different blouse, those buttons will be at a different length. You know, it's crazy the way that works, but you know, every designer does their own thing. So these will always be at different places. What that means to you is that sometimes this might fall too low. So those little rings here allow you to lift it so that it sits really in the position you want, whether that be a little bit shorter or if you wanted to wear it a little bit longer. What that also does from a versatility standpoint is that really allows you to really create all of these great layers. Like I showed you that great layer earlier. So you could create a layer like this by putting this onto the 20-inch mark. I'm going to put this down, and we're going to move on to the next item in the show, which you are going to be blown away, is a classic, beautiful diamond line bracelet. Now, this line bracelet is amazing. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see all this. Look at the sparkle. Look at this. You're looking at 5 carats of gorgeous diamonds. Now, these are lab-grown diamonds, and if you are not familiar with lab-grown diamonds, a couple things that you should know. These are diamonds. The FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, the organization, the government organization that actually determines this, says these are diamonds. They are chemically the same as diamonds. They are created from the same mineral. They are optically the same as diamonds. They sparkle. They have the same refractive index as diamonds because they are diamonds. They are a 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. They are diamonds. So if you love the idea of wearing diamonds and you say to yourself, well, you know, 5 carats, gotta be a lot of money. Let me just tell you this. This in the store is normally $4,890, but this evening you are going to take 50% off of that price. 50% off of $4,890 means you are making a saving of $2,445. And because it's 50% off, that is actually the price. $2,445. You have all of these gorgeous lab-grown diamonds, 5 carats. If you're somebody who is interested in quality, in color, these are EF in color, which means that they are colorless. That is, some of the finest diamonds in the world are EF in color. If you are interested in the quality, these diamonds are VS1, VS2. That is a truly very, very good color grade. Means very slightly included. VS1, VS2, EF in color. You have truly some of the nicest quality diamonds. Now, as I said, these are lab-grown diamonds, and what that means to you, that these are in fact diamonds, but instead of having to have them mined out of the earth, they have been grown in the lab. Having them grown in the lab means that we get them quicker, which means that we can offer those savings onto you so that you are not spending an arm and a leg for And I don't want you to get me wrong. I realize that $2,445 may be a considered purchase for many, many people. But if you have shopped in the store for diamond bracelets and you have looked for diamond bracelets of 5 carats, I can assure you in natural diamonds, this would be significantly more than $2,445. And if it wasn't, if you could find a natural diamond bracelet for that price in the store, I can assure you with almost 100% certainty that you would not get the quality of diamond that you're looking at here. You would probably, this is going to sound really, really crude, but you ever hear that term? We used to call them frozen spit back in the day. And it means that, we've all seen it. We go to jewelry stores. I'm sure you've gone to jewelry stores and you've seen the diamonds. They've got no sparkle, no brilliance, no color. They just are rather dead and lifeless. Yes, you can call them a diamond, but the reality is that they don't give you that life. They don't give you that sparkle that everybody wants in a diamond. That's what you're getting here. These are lab grown. You are getting EF color. Again, that is colorless. You are getting VS1, VS2 clarity, which is an extremely good color grade. And these are all set into 14 karat yellow gold. I'm going to show you the clasp. This is a hidden clasp. Very simple to do. Once you clasp this, sorry, I cannot do this backwards. I obviously can't do it forwards either. There we go. So once you clasp this and you put the 2 safeties down, that gives you an extra amount of safety. That means you'll be able to hear it click. You will have 2 safeties. And once this is on your wrist, no matter which way this turns, you will always see diamonds. 5 carats of diamonds. So this is a significant carat weight. As I said, I think that you would be hard-pressed to find diamonds in the store, natural or lab-grown, seriously, for $2,445 of this particular quality, of this particular color. This is truly beautiful. Now, this bracelet is 7 inches in length. If you are somebody who needs a larger size, again, do not hesitate. You can actually call the store, speak to Luke or speak to anybody there who answers the phone, and they will be able to get this in a longer size for you. Of course, they would have to probably order it, but very, very simple to do. And again, you are looking at 5 carats of diamonds, $2,445. Beautiful lab-grown diamonds, excellent color, gorgeous, gorgeous clarity, and in a bracelet in 14 karat yellow gold. I actually kind of really do like the mix when they put diamonds into yellow gold. I do love when they're in platinum, when they're in white gold, but the yellow gold gives them almost like a little bit more of a European feel. As a matter of fact, a lot of the European fashion houses, then when they started to take diamonds and put them into yellow gold, it was the European fashion houses that did it. So it gives it more of a European flair. Very elegant, quite beautiful. $2,445 gets this home. And remember, you do have that affirm option. Hit that shop button, and what you'll be able to do is literally find out, you'll put it in your cart, you'll find out what those payments are, so you'll be able to spend that, you'll be able to pay that out over time and literally get this home and start enjoying it right away. Incredible bracelet. This would be beautiful up against a watch. So this would be perfect. I think these days, a lot of people love to have these tennis bracelets, these line bracelets, because they can literally, it allows you to build a look on your own. Oftentimes when I was working with celebrities in Hollywood, what I would do is, instead of doing one bracelet, I would do just groups of line bracelets, because it gives you all of that great movement. It allows you to bring some color in. It allows you to make it a little bit more individual. So this would be a great foundation piece. If you do not have a line bracelet yet, it would be a beautiful piece for you to either start to build your wardrobe or a great add-on piece. I'm putting this down, and we're going to move on to the next item, which is a pair of diamond earrings. So these earrings are very modern, very sleek, very elegant. What you're looking at here is 14 karat white gold. You have a diamond in each ear. This is 6 points of diamonds, one in either side. They are done in a pear shape, 14 karat white gold. In the store, these are normally $855, but this evening you're going to take 50% off. Sorry, allergy season. You're going to take 50% off, and that brings the price down to $427.50. Thank you. Somebody is loving them out there, I can see, because somebody's pressing that heart button, and that means that you must be absolutely in love with these. Here is the diamond on either side. So this obviously has a left or right. So you could simply put the diamond on facing onto your face, or you could put it on so the diamond, I don't know how I'm going to do that, but so that you can put it on so that the diamond faces outward. Absolutely your choice, but there is a definite right and left. You see they are on the outer edge here. 14 karat white gold. These are $427.50. You are getting diamonds, you are getting gold, and these have been done with a post and butterfly back. And the post is literally at the very top of the point. So I'm going to show this to you. There you go. It is from the side. There is the diamond on this side. What this means to you, by the way, is that this means that the pear-shaped side, or the longer side, will always be at the bottom, so they will not curve around on you. And I will also tell you from a style perspective is that what I love is that that is the quintessential shape for most faces. And the reason for that is that most faces are an oval or a heart, meaning that they are narrower here on the chin and then they get wider. Obviously, since I don't have hair, you can really see that. But so they are narrower here and wider here. When you have an earring like this, or whether it's a drop or whether it's any earring that is shaped like this, it is the exact counterbalance to the face. So it is smaller on top, the point is at the top, and then the generous part of it is at the bottom. And what that means is the counterbalance to the face. So these truly are a great, great complementary shape to almost every face shape. These are $427.50. You're getting 50% off of these. Remember, in the store, they're normally $855. So you are taking $427.50 off, and you're getting them home for $427.50. 14 karat gold. You are getting 6 points of diamonds, actually almost 7 points of diamonds between the two. Post and butterfly back. Incredible piece. Very simple, very elegant. I think that something like this is something that you put on and you can wear every single day. It's not something that is going to be too fussy. If you like your jewelry a little bit more clean, a little bit more sleek, a little bit more modern, that's exactly what you have here. So if you don't like those fussy chandelier earrings and you still want to have a slight drop, these are going to be great. These will drop on the face. Let me just see. Just over half an inch. So I'm going to show this to you here right now. So just over half an inch. So which means they will just sit off of the ear slightly, right at that jawline. So they're going to be really the perfect length for your face. I always say that the jawline is the natural frame to the face. So anything that sits right at the jawline is going to be truly elegant. So I'm going to take these down, and we are going to move on to our next piece, which is another big wow piece. And again, that gorgeous idea of big, bold gemstones that I saw. It was so on trend at the JCK show, these big, bold, gorgeous gems. And this gem is something that you do not see very often. So this is truly unusual. This is giving you the opportunity to own a piece that is, I think, something that you will not see everybody in. This is kind of a small ring, so I'm going to have a little problem getting it on my hand. What you are looking at here is a prasiolite. A prasiolite is often referred to as a green amethyst. It is a member of the quartz family. Being a member of the quartz family, it means that the hardness on it is a 7, which is it's very, very durable. Being a quartz, you do have that vitreous luster with that glass-like luster. When they cut it, you get that beautiful, beautiful glass-like feel to it. This is also done in a checkerboard style, so I'm hoping that I can show you that and you can see that checkerboard style. What that means to you is that you are not only getting the beautiful refraction inside the stone, what you're getting actually is also that beautiful color on the external part of the stone. Now this has that gorgeous kind of light mint green, like a seafoam green color. I'm hoping that you're getting a chance to see that. So this is prasiolite, or often referred to as green amethyst, a member of the quartz family, 7 on the most hardness scale. And what it means to you is that this is going to be a very durable gemstone. It is also done in sterling silver. And if you liked these earrings that I was just showing you, that modern kind of feel, this carries that modernity all the way through. If you're somebody who really does not like traditional styles, but they want something that's a little bit more unusual, a little bit more sleek, this is a great modern looking piece. The shank, this is all done in sterling silver, sits this up quite high. I will show you that measurement in a second. It is a split shank. And again, from a fashionability standpoint, we are seeing a lot of split shanks in the jewelry industry. Very simple, very elegant, sleek, and modern. Again, centered by this beautiful prasiolite. This is 18 millimeters, by the way, this way. 18 millimeters by 14 millimeters that way. That's a nice size stone. What that equates to is 13 carats. So you are wearing a nice size stone. Remember what I said, that big, bold, high, beautiful, gorgeous gemstone colors, very much in fashion, very much on trend. That's exactly what, as I said, if you followed me on Michael O'Connor's Style, whether you were on my Facebook, whether you were on my Instagram, you saw me taking photos of all of those things because I just love big, bold, gorgeous gems. And I'm hoping that you're seeing the color here. As I said, it really has that gorgeous seafoam green, that gorgeous kind of like mint feel to it. This is normally in the store $400. You're taking 20% off, so you're getting $80 off. And this brings this down to $320. Think about $320 for a genuine ring of this importance. Now, I did tell you that I would show you what it is off of the finger. So it is, there's a quarter, just between a 1.5 inch up off of the finger. As I said, that the center stone here is 18 millimeters by 14. So let me show that to you in inches so that you see. So you've got like almost 3/4 of an inch up and down, and then across you have just a little bit more than 1/2 an inch. Very sleek, very modern. Look at that. I just love that gorgeous checkerboard. I'm hoping you can see that. That gives you that extra little bit of reflection, because the checkerboard is actually, they are cut like little facets on the top. And what that means is when the light hits it, it is going to be able to bounce the light off the top. But being a transparent stone, you also have facets on the inside. I'm going to turn this around so I can hope you can see the faceting there on the bottom, or the pavilion part of that stone. So you are getting double. You're getting the reflection off of the top. You are getting the refraction from the internal part of the stone, because it does have that gorgeous checkerboard color. Thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. It is truly a beautiful piece. I also love that east-west style. I wear a ring that is that east-west style because it's a little bit more unusual. Oftentimes the designer, everybody defaults to putting these that are north-south, like from your knuckle to the tip of your finger. This is east-west, means it goes across the finger. It is going to be perfect for anybody who has longer fingers because it's going to make them extremely, extremely long looking because, of course, all of the stone is up here and it is going east and west. Now, this is a rare green variety of quartz. As I said, it is called praesiolite. Praesiolite is actually it's a combination of two Greek words. The Greek word is praeson, which means leek. You know, the color of leeks, like the vegetable leek, and then lithos. So praeson, lithos. So praesiolite, which means a stone. So in Greek, I guess it would be leek stone. So beautiful color. Look at how nice it stands out against the blue. Actually, I'm going to show this to you up close. Beautiful. Again, split shank. This is all done in sterling silver. As I've been telling you so often about the price of metals, the price of gold has been going crazy, but the price of silver has been absolutely crazy, crazy, crazy. People, as a matter of fact, at the jewelry show, they were even complaining about the price of silver because it just has gotten to be go crazy. Anyway, $320. This is truly a great opportunity for you to own a ring that is big and bold and beautiful, something that is right on trend, and also something that you are not going to see everybody have because this, as I said, is a rarer color of quartz, that beautiful kind of a green quartz. As I said, this is often called green amethyst. People will refer to it as green amethyst, but it is the rare color of quartz. I'm going to take this down and we're going to move on. Don't forget about this, $320. Hit that shop button if you want to find out more about it, and I haven't given you all of the information you'd like. Hit that shop button. I'll diminish down. It'll take you to the page and you'll be able to find out more about this piece. But we are going to move now on to the next item, and that is the piece that you saw earlier, which is a vintage David Yurman piece. So if you love big, bold, heavy jewelry, feast your eyes on this lock necklace. Now this is done in a lock motif. This is genuine David Yurman. This is an estate piece. So if you are somebody who collects David Yurman, this is a great opportunity for you. If you're somebody who would love to be able to collect some of the designer pieces but didn't really have the opportunity, maybe they're a little bit too expensive in the store, this is an estate piece, so you are getting truly a great value on this. What you are looking at here is all sterling silver. I'm going to take this off in a second. This is that classic David Yurman kind of cable. This is the top of the lock. The bottom of the lock, what you're looking at is a beautiful stone called hematite. Hematite is that gorgeous, sheeny, gray color. It is almost metallic in feel. It's very nicely done. Here in the center, you are looking at a pink tourmaline, and it is surrounded by 14 karat yellow gold. So sterling silver, you are getting a pink tourmaline, you are getting 14 karat gold, and you are getting a hematite on the back. The chain is 18 inches in length, and it has the David Yurman symbol right there. It has a very generous lobster claw clasp. Now, if you were to buy this new, this would be significantly more. As I said, this is an estate piece. What you're seeing here is a piece that in the store was $1,190. Are you ready? There is 50% off of this evening. Do not wait, do not pass go. Click that shop button, because that means that this piece comes down to $595. $595 for a genuine David Yurman piece. Very, very heavy sterling silver, 14 karat gold, pink tourmaline, and hematite. I just want to show you what this looks like on. I think that this would be equally at home on a man, equally at home on a woman. And again, gives you that opportunity to collect a David Yurman piece. That lock design is truly something that is, I think, incredible because, of course, you know, if you've been in Europe, you've seen all of these, like, their bridges and things, and people put locks on them as a symbol of love, as a symbol of so many different things. This is that gorgeous lock. You have a gorgeous gemstone here, a pink tourmaline center. Then you have the hematite on the bottom. And I will tell you, this has some significant weight to it. A beautiful amount of weight. It feels luxurious. It feels heavy. I want you to see the gauge of this gorgeous box chain. That gives it a little bit of extra strength, a little bit of extra durability. Again, there is the David Yurman symbol. The chain is 18 inches. You saw where it sat on me. So this would be a beautiful, beautiful piece. You saw what I had done earlier. I had actually layered this. I had put this onto the neck form with another piece around it. This would be great if you wrap it around the outside with pearls, if you put a heavier gauge chain on the outside. Thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. $595 for 14 karat gold, for sterling silver. And I'm just, as I said, this is a tremendous weight. I'm hoping that you could get this home and feel this weight. I'm going to turn it to the back. There is the back of the lock. The back actually is marked. You can see that it is actually marked here so that you can put it up there so that you can read it. This is that classic David Yurman cable. You've got this thick, gorgeous, luxurious box chain, the David Yurman mark here, and then again, hematite and pink tourmaline, an incredible piece. I absolutely love this. As I said, I think that this would be equally at home on a man, equally at home on a woman. I would be very, very tempted to wear this, to purchase this, because this is something that I think you will find places to wear it, because the hematite does give you that gorgeous, almost like a deep kind of grayish, kind of a gunmetal feel. It is a gemstone. The tourmaline is right there in the center. Tourmaline, often they call it a substitute for ruby. As a matter of fact, I think that in the crown jewels, that big red gemstone, I want to say it could be a tourmaline. It may be a spinel, but anyway, it's often confused with ruby because it does have that gorgeous color. It is a 7.5 on the Mohs hardness scale. Pink tourmaline is also pleochroic, which means depending upon the light, depending upon the angle that you're seeing, it will appear slightly different. And again, the hematite, which is this piece here, is an iron oxide mineral. It's metallic, and it also has a very good hardness. It's 5 to 6 on the Mohs hardness scale. Luke said spinel. So anyway, this is a pink tourmaline, 14 karat yellow gold, hematite, sterling silver, David Yurman classic. Very, very heavy box chain. You're looking at an 18-inch box chain, incredibly weighty and beautiful. $595. As I said, do not wait, do not pass go. Literally, click that shop button. This is a one-of-a-kind piece. You will not be able to get this again. Luke just moved on to the next piece. He's telling me to hurry up because I will not get everything in. I'm talking too much about that David Yurman piece. Anyway, this is the next piece. This is the piece you saw me wearing at the beginning of the show. Incredible piece. Look at this oval citrine. It's 18 carats. 19 millimeters this way, 15 millimeters this way. This is a size 9. It is done in sterling silver. In the store, this is $750, but you are getting $175. $575 gets this home. This is unlike the Preciolite I showed you earlier. This is that north-south orientation, very elongating for whether you have short fingers, whether you have long fingers. Very beautiful on your hand. $575. What you're looking at here is the citrine. Citrine is the birthstone for November. It's also a member of the quartz family. The setting here is very modern. I absolutely love the fact that the citrine has this bezel around it. What that means to you is that if you wanted to wear this on a daily basis and you are hard on your jewelry, or you're somebody who's a little bit more tough, or you're using your hands a lot, this is going to protect the edges of the stone. So this is going to be an extremely safe setting for you to have. Sits up beautifully on the finger. As I said, it is a member of the quartz family, 7 on the Mohs hardness scale. And the citrine actually symbolizes prosperity, abundance. Not only is it the birthstone for November, it is something that has a great amount of significance to it. I do love that north-south orientation. It's something that so many people gravitate toward because it is so elongating to the hand. It is done in a solid sterling silver setting. Look at this, very modern, very sleek, very elegant. And then of course you turn it and you've got that gorgeous, rich citrine color, incredible oval, and a sizable stone when you think about the fact that you've got an 18 karat citrine on your hand. Very, very beautiful. And $575 if you love big bold jewelry, which again is what I saw at the JCK show. This is so on trend. It's incredible. You are truly getting that big, bold look, that gorgeous amount of color, very sleek and modern setting. And this is a ring that literally, you cannot ignore this ring. When someone's wearing this ring, it is something that is beautiful. I love the color combination. Look how it goes with blues. It's going to go with reds. It's going to go with almost everything in your wardrobe. It is that beautiful, warm color that you expect citrine to be. $575, and this is 19 millimeters by 15. I'm going to actually show you how far it sits up on the finger. There it sits up just shy of a 1/4 inch, so not too high, but it does have some great presence to it, some elegance. I do love, look at this, very elongating. It's beautiful. I probably do need to move on to the next because we've got 2 pieces left with only a couple of minutes. So I'm going to move on to the next piece in the show because you will not want to miss this. If you love those high-end designers on Fifth Avenue, and yet you say to yourself, you know what, maybe you're a little intimidated to go into those stores. Sometimes I am. So take a look at this bracelet. Look familiar in the design? Well, yes, but instead of having screws in here, they have diamonds. This is a beautiful piece. Normally $11,000 in the store, but you're getting 38%, so the price tonight is $6,778. 14 karat yellow gold, all natural diamonds, 65 points of diamonds here. And I'm going to take you on a little tour. Look at this. You are getting pear shapes. You are getting rounds. You are getting emerald cut. You are getting marquise, another emerald cut. You are getting another round, and you are getting an oval. All of these gorgeous mixed cuts. It is a hinged bangle. It is oval. So what that means to you is that there is a little button right there. You're going to press that button and the hinge will open. You'll be able to wear this. This is an average size, but I will tell you that I could probably wear this very easily. It's very nicely done. So if you have an average size wrist, maybe a slightly larger than average wrist, this will work. It closes, clicks in place. I don't know if you heard that. And I want to show you the inside, how beautifully it is done. It is got that gorgeous kind of backplate feel to it with all of these beautiful gemstones here in the front. Look at the way this is done. And you get all of those gorgeous diamonds. What you're looking at here is 65 points of diamonds set into 14 karat gold. Again, you've got rounds, baguettes, marquise, pear-shaped. You've got all of these great shapes. It has highly polished. This would be magnificent. If you wanted to partner this up with a line bracelet, look how incredibly luxurious this looks. This is a total ladies who lunch look. Really beautiful. $6,778 for this piece. Again, click the affirm option, put it into your basket, and then click the affirm option. And what that means is you'll be able to see what that prices out to, so that you can get home and wear it. And finally, one last piece, and I apologize because I've kind of like shortchanged this lovely little piece. This is a beautiful band ring. Actually, I'm going to put this on this form so that you can see it. What you're looking at here is sterling silver. This is the least expensive piece in the show. So if you are waiting for that piece that was truly affordable, this piece is $100. What you are looking at is sterling silver. You are looking at lab-grown diamonds. This is a size 6. Again, call the store if you need it in a different size, 954-463-3711. This is a rhodium plated over top of sterling silver. You are getting that twisted look of silver and then those twists of diamond bands. Really incredible. This piece is $100 to get this home. When did you think that you would be able to get diamonds and precious metal home for $100? Great band piece. If you wanted to put this up against your wedding band, this would be a great anniversary style. These diamonds here are EF in color, so you again have that colorless VS in clarity. You've got 20 points of diamonds, sterling silver, $100. Again, do not wait, do not pass go. This is something that you really, even if you just said to yourself, you know what, I need to buy now that beautiful piece that I'm going to just put away and I'm going to find the person to wear it for, or give it to on the holidays. This would be a great piece maybe to start someone off on their diamond journey, to really maybe to have them wear this with their wedding band, to wear this as a fashion piece. Really incredible for $100. Anyway, I've gone way over, so thank you for spending your evening with me. I'll be here next Thursday. You saw some great pieces. I gave you some great information about all of these new trends. A lot of these trends are here. This show will be available online, so click that link if you're watching from my Facebook, and you'll be able to watch this for a couple of weeks. To go to carrollsjewelers.com and you'll be able to watch it. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you next week. See you later. Bye.